neither player was too concerned about the prospect of the trade on c5. I feel like white should have taken on c5 and then played knight f5. Lazavik's going to be regretting it right about now as he's given Wesley this outpost on d4.
Yeah.
And it's...
when the knight comes back in.
He is keeping his time advantage. So now both players have spent about a minute. Again, no increment, which means flagging is very much on the table.
Yeah, I think that's basically white's main compensation for the draw odds, right? Is try to get some kind of drawn position where you can make 50 moves and flag your opponent. And that explains Wesley's haste.
Oh, no.
Here.
Wesley's completely in control of this game. Lazavik is just not... I mean, this is not the way you have to win with white.
Oof.
Way too passive. And CD, the knight is restricted.
Yeah, that knight seemingly should have gone to e3 instead of g3 2 moves ago, and now it's like wishing it could get anywhere.
Even like d5 is a possibility for black, but again, Wesley managing his risk here. If he can keep the position closed, he's good.
There's a square on g4 maybe for the knight now after h4.
Good call. Rook c8. I wonder what he's cooking up.
d5.
Yeah. Or just treading water for now, preparing bishop f4. These dark squares are juicy. No. This is in the toilet for Denis, I'm afraid.
Unfortunately, that light squared bishop, right? It just has no way to contribute.
Yeah, it's an affront to bishops. And Lazavik maybe hoping for g3, but Wesley says, not on my watch. Oh, great move. Look at that prophylaxis. Just in time to protect h4.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does Lazavik just close his eyes, say a Hail Mary, and just go like g3 or bishop takes h4 at some point? That rook is like a CIA operative trailing the queen wherever it goes.
Yeah, his time lead has also evaporated, which is super important in this kind of format. If neither player scores a knockout,
might be the most solid position of all time after a5. And if he goes g5, almost all his pieces are in dark squares. Oh, yeah. The knight's coming around.
It's really perfection when it's just your light squared bishop on the light square.
g5 is would have just shut down any last hopes. Lazavik, great move, f4. That's his only chance. And Wesley might have just... Wesley a little bit cavalier here on the king side.
Right. Could he even consider f5 here, Danya, before going knight h4, just create some real imbalances?
Wesley could have played g5 there and prevented any of this from happening. He should still be in control, but now the margins have thinned a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen Wesley get nervous in these situations before. No, but still black is very comfortable. Excellent. Excellent move.
Nice. Unexpected. Unexpected that he come off of the first rank.
Bishop b2. Okay, knight c5. There's knight takes c5.
Oof.
No, now knight c5. Because knight c5 was just crushing. Now he again allows some activity.
Does he have
really
to play
sloppy.
rook f8? There's knight e6. He can't play rook f8.
I think the longer this drags on with the knights running around the board,
yeah,
it's Wesley fans kind of holding their breath. b6 maybe at some point. It's getting tactical.
Oh, yeah. Anything can happen. Rook c5 threatened. Or knight e6 check.
Can you go knight takes e4, knight g3? Oh, no, knight e4, knight e6 is another easy thing. Wait, rook c5 is a threat? Oh, my God.
Yeah. Two big
Wait
threats.
a second.
And Denis reconquers the time advantage. He covers the e6 square.
Cold-blooded, but b6.
b6,
gotta get that pawn moving. d2.
Right, d2, rook c1.
Yep.
White tries to get out of the way of that. Nice.
Alert,
Nice.
alert. Denis with an amazing prophylactic move.
Good foresight.
He's got winning chances. He has absolute winning chances. I don't know. I don't see a clear path for Wesley. B6. He's on the verge of losing control here.
Yeah, this is the move I wanted to play already last move. I wanted to poke that knight.
Yeah, but now this pawn is lost.
Knight.
Wesley's losing the game. Rook C6 check. Rook C6 check. Rook C6
and then
is
Rook
winning.
C7. Or
Or even Rook takes D2. Or Knight takes D5. I mean, Wesley's just hanging all his pieces. I didn't like Knight takes D2. That was...
Now the pin gets pinned. Does he have to play B7 to unpin?
He does, but Knight D2... And he finds it. Get that Knight back to F3, Denis. And back to H4.
Rook G6, even better.
I don't know. I don't know about this. He's trying to go Knight F5.
Yeah, or Rook E1.
45 seconds for both sides. It's going to be a bullet game. Rook A1 would be my inclination.
Setting up mating nets.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. He's down 5 seconds.
And he's on your wavelength. The nervy move would be Rook A2.
Now Wesley is...
Wesley goes for it. Oh.
Knight
White
F...
can double rooks on the 7th, setting up Knight G6.
Oh, Knight F3, King G3, and he escapes the checks. Lazavik is completely winning. King G8. Knight G6, can he do it? I don't think so. Knight G6, Knight F1. Now it's over. It's mate. I cannot believe this. Lazavik's going to win.
Yeah.
It's forced mate.
Yeah, he could have even doubled rooks on the 7th there, right? And set up Rook G7, Knight G6.
How did this happen?
The turning point was that Rook C7 pinning the knight to the rook, right? When you get your pieces tangled up in a time scramble.
It's forced mate, Rook F6, Rook E7, Rook F8. I would argue, David, of course, not from an evaluation standpoint, as Lazavik delivers checkmate, insanity. This moment when he played F4. Like Wesley in this position, if he